Brought to you by the This Liverpool app. Download it today. Bold Street, Liverpool's bohemian capital. Home to some of the city's best-loved independent shops and restaurants. In recent years, the street has become a poster child for Liverpool's renaissance, and in the past 24 months has welcomed the opening of 24 new businesses. It has been described as Britain's best shopping street by Lonely Planet, due to its eclectic mix of independent shops, cafes, bars and restaurants. Many of them have broadened the city's palette, offering new flavours and tastes from around the world. This culinary rise has gained wide acclaim with rave reviews in the local media and even the Sunday Times. BayTV decided to take a taste test with some of the street's new and old favourites. Bakchich. Opening in 2013, Bakchich's introduction of classic Lebanese street food took Liverpool by storm and has been a hugely popular eatery ever since, ranking in TripAdvisor's top 50 places to eat in the city.
Hi, I'm Maray and I'm the owner of Bakchich. I spent most of my life in Liverpool, so I think it's really important for me to bring the concepts of Lebanese street food to Liverpool. It's like Bakchich. It brings people together, it gives the taste, the flavour, sitting down, sharing. Everything about Lebanon and Middle Eastern food is in Bakchich. So that's why I feel it's right for me to open a restaurant in Liverpool. Bold Street is a very good location for us. It's bohemian, it attracts a lot of people. And it's one of the oldest streets in Liverpool. So I think Bold Street is a very good location for us, and we're very lucky to be in Bold Street. Well, Bakchich is very informal to start with. So as soon as people walk in, they feel like they're abroad. The place, the tiles, the atmosphere, it just whisks them away. So we bring in Lebanon to people in Liverpool. With all our fresh ingredients, the fresh food, the smell, the atmosphere, the decor. People love that. Lebanese food is about sharing. So there's a lot of ingredients involved. For example, we've got tahina, we've got sumac, we've got pomegranate molasse, we've got fresh pomegranate, we've got yogurt. There's a lot of spices involved, and it's about bringing communities together and families together. People love the whole menu. We've got from mezes, people sit down and share, wraps, mixed grills of the meat has been marinated in spices over the last 24 hours. So it's got a lot of flavours and a lot of tastes, and the smell is gorgeous. People just love it. Everything is fresh and healthy. We've got salads, we've got halloumi, we've got za'atar manqusha, we've got a lot, and it's vegetarian as well, vegan friendly, everything. The Lebanese dessert, it's lovely. We've got the baklawa. Baklawa is made of fresh pistachio. It's got fresh pastry. It's nice, it's sweet. We've got the Lebanese cheesecake, which is the big seller. It's a coconut cheesecake. It's really nice. It's homemade. It's fresh. And then we've got the frozen yogurt that comes with the fresh pomegranates, strawberry and rose water. It's really nice and tasty and refreshing. The breakfast menu, we've got a large variety of breakfast menu. In fact, people come and try it and they keep coming back because they didn't know we did Lebanese breakfast. So every time they come and try it, this is guaranteed. When they come, they always come back because it's different, it's fresh. It's got the sausage, it's got the full mudammesh, which is broad beans, which sets you for the day. It's really nice. People like it. To be honest, my favourite dish is the mixed grill. It's got to be the mixed grill. It's made of chicken, lamb, kofta, chicken kofta, and it's cooked on a charcoal, and it's got that taste in it. The spices, you can just, what can I say, it's lovely. What we're famous for, it's cooking in front of people. What you see is what we get. We've got nothing to hide. You can see the spices, you can see the salads. Everything is fresh. Everything is made on the spot. So people like that. Well, in Bakchich we cater for everyone. We've got families, we've got young, old, couples, parties, We get a lot of people that come for their breaks, lunch break, they come after work, they take takeouts, so we do that as well. In Bakchich we pride ourselves with fantastic customer service. We spend a lot of time training our staff to be very attentive, but in the same time not to be overpowering, to leave the customer sit down, enjoy their meal and feel like they're like at home. Bakchich concept is unique, it's trendy, it's all about sharing, sitting down, bringing families together, bringing communities together. You can have a birthday party, you can have a hen party, you can have stag do. We have student parties. We cater for everyone. Everyone is welcome in Bakchich.
To contact Bakchich, visit www.bakchich.co.uk or call 0151 707 1255. Soul Cafe brings a taste of Memphis to the Mersey with an award-winning combination of playing classical soul tunes accompanied with soul-warming food.
Hi, I'm Janine and I'm the owner of Soul Cafe on Bowl Street. Bowl Street is a quirky street, it's got something for everybody. We've got St Luke's, the bombed out church at the top of it. It's a place where you come to eat, to shop, to drink, just to walk. The Soul Cafe's been here many years. I took over it in 2009, 6 years ago. It started out as the headquarters of Soul FM radio station. So we get one or two of the DJs who still come in just to see that it's still playing the same music. We get a lot of families in over a weekend. We've got people who come in every day of the week, and yet we still get people who've never been before. We like the idea of producing fresh types of food that would suit most people, but the most important thing is it's not fast food, it's fresh food as fast as we can do it. The menu is varied, it's very carefully chosen. We have a big breakfast menu, which is probably our most popular things are the breakfast dishes. So everything from a full English, a traditional full English, you can have a bigger version of that. We do a lot of vegetarian dishes, including the vegetarian breakfast. We also have on the other end of the scale, we have scouse. We have to serve scouse, and scouse sells out quite regularly. But my favourite dish is, because it's a family recipe of mine, was the jerk chicken. It's probably our most successful dish that we do. It sells out all of the time. The kitchen are always preparing more. We also have lots of toasties, baguettes, sandwiches, bagels, something for everybody. A lot of the stuff is passed down, you know, from my mother and my grandmother, who taught me how to make soups, and all of our soups are freshly made here. I've been in customer service for 25 years, so for me it was all about customer service, food, and seeing if I could do it. The musical taste that I've got come from my parents, my aunties, my big family. The music that influenced me in particular was Stevie Wonder, because that's my mum's favourite. All of the soul and Motown music. All of the records that you'll find on the walls, on the ceilings, they were donated from my parents, and they're all originals. So they've given them to me so that we can use them in here. I think they suit the cafe.
My name's Carl and I'm a musician, a singer primarily, although I play guitar and piano. And I've been here performing at the Soul Cafe off and on the last couple of years. Well, I play sort of a range of music. Of course, it's the Soul Cafe, so I play like quite a lot of soul. And that's my sort of like genre anyway. That's my thing that I tend to go for. Motown, 80s soul, anything from say Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, that old sort of kind of soul, Sam Cooke, to Luther Vandross, Alexander O'Neill. I think the live music gives the Soul Cafe a dynamic that other places really don't have. You go to other places that are just as intimate, and on a Saturday evening they've probably got somebody just spinning a few discs and stuff. I think what makes the Soul Cafe unique is that we do get our regular sort of clientele in, we do get our regular community who support live soul music, and so because of that it's quite personable and there's quite a nice interaction between everybody concerned.
Well, what I get here is that I now get the newspaper free, and in peace I can read it without being interrupted. This is the best full English in Liverpool. You know, I've tried a number of them, including down the street. up the streets, and I was tempted away a few days ago by a new chippy, but no, right back to the Soul Cafe because the food's perfect. People of my age group, lots of them, and people of which surprises me, the young people with the trainees on, when they come here for the music, they come here for the atmosphere, and they come here for the food, because every single one I have met or walked past or stood behind over there, and they're ordering the same as they ordered the other day, you know, and by that I mean that they come in. The most important thing for anyone to know about the Soul Cafe is it's so welcoming. It's just a peaceful, happy place. Is that possible in a cafe? Yeah, absolutely.
To contact Soul Cafe, visit www.soulcafeboldstreetliverpool.com or call 0151 708 9470. Maray, one of the newest arrivals on Bold Street. This is an eatery that celebrates the sharing of food with a heady and mouth-watering Middle Eastern mix of falafel and cocktails.
My name's James, I'm the co-owner of Maray. The idea first started when I was in university and I worked in a sandwich shop. Really like the environment, really like working with food, really like experimenting with different ingredients and things. But then I left uni and got what I thought was good, a real job. And then a couple of years ago, I was speaking to Dom and Tom, my two business partners, and telling them I wanted to open a sandwich shop. They were saying they wanted to open a bar. Maybe we'd share a premises, and then over the weeks that we met up and over the months, the first idea of Maray was born. So the menu was largely inspired by a chef called Ottolenghi. He has a book called Jerusalem, and that was our Bible to begin with. For years we've all enjoyed eating Middle Eastern food, Mediterranean food, so when we came to putting the menu together, especially that book, we drew a lot of inspiration from that. So the falafel is kind of, is our centerpiece. It's in the name, it's in the branding. We're really proud of it, and people come back time and time again for the falafel. So that is our kind of signature dish. We spent a long time on the decor, a long time kind of working out the intricate details. We wanted people to leave and say they had a great time. They wouldn't necessarily know why, but all of the hard work that we put into the presentation of the plates, the glassware we use, the music we play, the lighting we use, we wanted all of those small things just to go into people leaving and saying that they had a great time when they were here.
My name's Tom. I'm one of the owners of Maray. For me personally, it was an opportunity to create something very unique and special that has like a very real longevity in like a really good city as well. Well, when we were looking for properties, we wanted a place with a basement and a good upstairs as well. So this unit came up and we looked at it, we were immediately taken with it. It was like straight away, this needs to be the place. Sometimes you go to restaurants and the drinks menu might appear like something of an afterthought. So we always wanted to make sure that our drinks menu was, in terms of how much effort and creativity was going into it, was on par with the food. So people can come in here and when they're ordering drinks off the cocktail menu, they're looking at it like it's a food menu. So we put a lot of work into the cocktails, and it's something that people have really got onto, and they come in not just for the food, but they come in because they know that we do good drinks. The customer service is a massive priority for us. The staff that we've employed are really amazing ambassadors for what we're trying to do, and it's something that it gets commented on a lot, is the service that we provide. If you go to a restaurant or a bar or any kind of hospitality venue and you get that kind of genuine service, it has a very lasting effect. I don't think you get that a lot, so I think it's down to the people that work here, really.
I'm Dominic, and I'm one of the owners of Maray restaurant on Bold Street. The menu is very much emphasised on sharing. If people want to come out for just drinks and just a bit of food, then they need that option rather than a 3-course meal, so that's where we come in. We get a lot of people who they don't want to start a main and a dessert, they just want a few bits. Or some people who want to try the whole of the menu, and that's obviously fine by us, but it's just a more informal way of dining really, and a chance to taste a lot of interesting ingredients which we try and use quite a lot. My favourite would be the ham hock, deep fried ham hock. I think ham hock's the best, most flavourful cut of pork going, and it's good. Goes well with a beer. We get a real mix. We get some people who come in for cocktails and a few small plates and end up staying all night. Some people who just come in before another restaurant. It's a real mixed bag. Some people, we get a lot of dates, and it works well for dates with the dim lights, the music. We feel like we're quite handy for, you know, being a part of a night out, whether it's a few drinks or just, again, before the cinema, before the theatre. We think we've found a really good spot for that. When they come to Maray, they can expect very good food, great drinks, great service, just to have a fun time really with friends. You know, the menu's very much emphasised on sharing, and it's just very relaxed. Music's good, lights are good, and then everyone really ends up, you know, leaving after having a good time basically.
To contact Maray, visit www.maray.co.uk or call 0151 709 5820. Kazbah is a souk-style classic which will transport you to the streets of Marrakesh. Authenticity drips from the decor to every morsel of Moroccan delight, any time of the day.
السلام عليكم مرحبا بكم في القصبة. Hello, welcome to Kazbah. Opening a restaurant was my plans for a long time ago. Since I arrived to the UK, it was really just about when and where and how. And we opened it in Liverpool. Bold Street, it's unique, it's historical, it's got rich in character as well. It's hub of independent businesses. It's called the Bond Street of the North. You know, I think in my eyes it's the best streets in the UK. It's becoming a foodie's destination. Everyone, if they want to eat, they go to Bond Street. So you get so many different tastes and flavors coming to Bond Street, and that's what makes it special. As soon as they step in to the Kazbah, they feel they are in a different city, different country. They feel that they are in an exotic place. You know, with the smell, with the music, with the sittings. As a concept, Kazbah is unique. There is nothing like it in Liverpool or the Northwest, or maybe England, because we are not only a restaurant, we are a bazaar as well, and we sell everything that you see, we sell. You can eat on a plate and you can buy that plate. You can buy all the pictures, you can buy the lamps, you can buy the tables, you can even buy the music as well. Well, first of all, the menu, it's very accessible to everyone. It represents value for money for all the dishes. We have extensive repertoire of dishes. We've got tapas, we've got a section of the tagines, which is the clay oven. We've got a section just with the couscouses, which is national dish of Morocco. And we've got a selection of grills as well. Not to forget, a massive selection of vegetarian dishes and vegan dishes. They are as important for us as the meat dishes. We have got distinctive dessert selection in the Kazbah. We do some lovely pancake that we serve with honey. We have some fantastic pancake that they're stuffed with apple and cinnamon as well. We do some lovely spring rolls that they're filled with almonds, so they are really mostly sweets. Moroccan sweets are very sweet, you know. My favorite dish will be definitely couscous royale, and it means a lot to me. In the UK, people after church on Sunday, they're going to have their roast dinner. In Morocco, after the Friday prayer, we'll go for our national dish, which is the couscous. And couscous royale just reflects that. It's a very hearty meal, a very balanced meal, full of vitamins that they come from the vegetables. You've got the carb that they come from the couscous, which is very thin salmonella, and you've got your protein coming from the meat, which is the lamb and the chicken and the sausage, and it's all topped up with a lovely tfaya, which is marmalade of onions, and you get the sweetness of the sultana going through it. You know, the Kazbah is a reflection of the Moroccan hospitality. So we want to represent Morocco in the best and give a taste of Morocco in the best image we can, and that's mean the quality of the service. Our service reflects our Moroccan hospitality, so we'd like every guest of our guests to be welcomed the way as we welcome our guests in our homes, you know, make them feel very special. And we reflect it as well in terms of the food. The quality of the food is very authentic. The tagine is the same as you eat in Morocco. We explain the menu to the customers, we make recommendation for them, and we always try, you know, to be lenient with them so we understand exactly what their needs are. Tea for us is a national icon in Morocco, or what the Moroccans jokingly call the Moroccan whiskey. It's an integral part of the Moroccan culture. The ingredients are so simple. We use a gunpowder tea with mint, with a bit of rose water. However, the preparation and the service are fine-tuned and essential when you're welcoming the guests, so they need to be right, you know how to prepare it. We serve it in small glasses, in small doses, and that's why we always say it's a Moroccan whiskey. We have people from all around the world that all come to the Kazbah. It's kind of bringing the community together, really. We have a lot of people from Liverpool, a lot of ethnic minorities as well, they come, you know, all the international students, they come. So, and that's what I love the Kazbah, and I am so proud of it, because when I come in and I see Kazbah full of locals, which is people from Liverpool and a bit of Spanish and a bit of Italians, it makes me really, really proud that people bite in to our concepts and what we're trying to create here in Liverpool.
To contact Kazbah Cafe and Bazaar, visit www.kazbahcafebazaar.co.uk or call 0151 707 7744. Italian Club, the restaurant that started it all. Bold Street's fine dining scene has not looked back since this celebrated classic opened 10 years ago. The Mediterranean never tasted so good.
I came to own my own restaurant because my family background is in the restaurant business. My father was a chef, my grandmother was also a restaurateur. I was a classically trained singer and pursuing my career when I lost my father, so it became a question of pursuing a career in something we could all do as a family, and obviously we knew the restaurant business and it's what we know how to do and hopefully what we know how to do best. I was working locally in the area, and Bold Street was the place that I used to go on my lunch break. And I used to have coffee in the old coffee union, and I just used to sit and look at the street and think, you know, I really think that a proper Italian coffee house / cafe would work. And so the initial concept here was to have a small coffee house that did restaurant food. And that was why I picked Bold Street, because the opportunity was there. I fell in love with the building because we are one of the only buildings with the original frontage still on Bold Street. And I suppose I fell in love with the building on Bold Street, then fell in love with the street, and then, you know, by dint of that, just decided that this was where we wanted to do it. We've been established just under 9 years now. We started off as this really popular coffee house that served hot specials. Then that graduated to being a cafe, bistro. Then we got the opportunity to extend the premises, which we did. The Italian Club today still has the same feeling and passion in it, but it's evolved a little bit. We hopefully have added things of value that are unique to us. We offer our customers an extremely Scottish Italian experience. We are pretty authentic Italian. We do get a lot of Italian customers, and we do service a lot of the Italian community in Liverpool. But because we come from this background, we also know what people want. We're here to show you what we can do, and if you love it, then fantastic. But we'll also do whatever you want. You know, if you were to ask for a dish to be made in a certain way, we will always try to accommodate you. So I think, you know, we are providing a family atmosphere, but with restaurant quality food. I think here it's quite unique because it doesn't really fall into any sort of genre of restaurant. It's not a coffee house, just a coffee house. It's not just a restaurant. You know, it's many things rolled into one, and that depends on what time of day it is. You know, we're probably more restaurant orientated at night. I mean, the thing that makes me the happiest is we get so many people who will come in here and feel comfortable enough to sit and have a meal on their own, which I'm not sure they maybe would in other establishments. I think it's because it's very family orientated. My sister and my mother, myself and my partner all work in the business, so there is always that feeling that you're coming into a family run establishment. And people like that, you know. I've got lots of pictures of my family on the walls, all my grandparents, and I would hope people come in here and feel like they've been invited to their favourite Italian family's house for dinner type thing. We don't just people want to come in, have their dinner, and you know that's it. We want for people to go away saying, wow, that was really special, and I hope that's what we're doing. We do an amazing club sandwich. I have to say, I do think we do make the best club sandwich in Liverpool. That's a kind of signature dish. We do that during the day. You know, we are pretty well known for our pizza, so we sell a lot of pizza. We sell a lot of roast chicken. We do the roast chicken very well. It's very Italian. The best seller might be our lasagna. Lots of people do a lasagna, but I think ours is pretty special, so probably that's my favourite dish. We have our own in-house pastry chefs, so we make all our own cakes. They've come up with their Italian take on a lot of British cakes, so we do a Victoria sponge done by an Italian pastry chef. Everything that we do here is in-house. It's wonderful to be in this location, in this stunning building with this, you know, beautiful ceiling and the history of Liverpool. At the front of the building, there's 2 mosaic tiles that are thistles, and when I came the first day to view and I saw the thistle in the mosaic style, which obviously was done by the Italians who had come from Italy at the turn of the century, it felt like destiny.
To contact the Italian Club, visit www.theitalianclubliverpool.co.uk or call 0151 708 5508. This commercial presentation was brought to you by the This Liverpool app. Download it today.